live. Boom, diggity. There we are. There we go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What up, what up, what up? What is going on? Hello? Hello? What up, Mason? What's going on, buddy? We are live. We are here. Rampage Sons smashed, homie. Yeah, there's actually a little bit of more information coming out. Some shit that had happened beforehand. It's not an excuse, but it is something that happened. The only thing I can say is concussions are real. Concussions are real. Tristan, what's up, buddy? Hopefully you guys doing well. Slap that like button. We're going to stream for a little while tonight. We are going to stream a little while tonight. So I hope you guys are ready for a little bit of a stream. Whoa, whoa. Fucked him up? Yeah. No. I'm talking about Raja, I think his name is, right? Absolutely had a concussion. 1 billion% had a concussion. Yeah. Not good. Fuck. Should be good there. Let's go there. Nice cat painting. Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess Raja was head kicked in training. Yeah. Let's. Got chili calorie roller. Yeah. Yeah. Allergic to cats? Oh, damn. I'm allergic to bees. And Tylenol. Yep, he got tornado kicked in the head. Yep. Wobbled, had a concussion, said he was throwing up. Went to a wrestling event. And then the guy smashed. He thought he was a part of the wrestling culture. Smashed the fucking beer can on Raja's head, and they were visibly upset with each other. Yo, man, good job on the Dawkins pick. Pereira looks so bad now, but Dawkins striking definitely improved. Well, that's literally why, in my video, why I said I was going to pick Dawkins. It's not the fact that Pereira's not good. It's how lethargic he has looked in his last couple of fights. And just to fighting a guy on Dawkins that's taken 4 days' notice that wants to be back in the UFC, I liked Kyle Dawkins in that instance. Yeah, Pereira just hasn't looked very good. I'm going to sleep Kyle. I don't think so. Brian Damage is wild. Yeah, I did pick Charles Johnson to beat Loner Kavanaugh. That's great. To be fair, Loner was dominating the first round. Was getting a little bit closer in the second round with Johnson, but Kavanaugh was still winning until he got caught. It was a beautiful shot by Johnson. Beautiful. Johnson beats the fuck out of Rampage. Yeah, Charles Johnson is legit. He's good. Fucked up Van and Kavanaugh. Yep. Van fight was definitely closer. Kavanaugh was doing work in that first round. Absolute work. Oh, and I guess Aljo hurt his elbow. I'm Evolve Chimaev. Yeah, I think Chimaev does nasty things to I'm Evolve. The two hardest fights for Chimaev is Hernandez and Borrello. That uppercut was on Van was nasty. Yes, it was. The shot that Johnson caught Kavanaugh with was nasty. Nasty. But again, Kavanaugh was doing all the good things. He was doing good shit. Johnson switched up the pace on him and caught him. It was beautiful. I'd like to see Kyle Dawkins get a good fight next. He stepped in for Marco Turlio, so I'd like to see them two book Turlio versus Dawkins, not Kyle. Oh, wait, yeah, you're talking about Kyle. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought Chris. Please, God, no. Yeah, I agree. I would like to see Kyle versus, Turlio would be great. I think Roman Kopylov is on that as well. That was only Kyle Dawkins' second KO ever. He's a grappler in that instant, in like career instance wise. Roman fucked up Kyle Dawkins. Yeah, he did. Johnson is tall for 125. Yep. Well, I also think Kavanaugh's small for 125, stature wise. Like I said, Kavanaugh was doing good. It's not like Johnson was dominating. It's not like he should have been the favorite. We can always say in hindsight that, yeah, sure, maybe he should have been. But he was losing. He wasn't. He did not look good in the first round. But Johnson does what Johnson does. So, and me picking Kavanaugh for the reason I picked him, they were correct. Johnson gets hurt. He's been hurt a lot in his last few fights. Even if he doesn't get dropped, he's been hurt in his last few. They're closer matchups. Johnson caught him. Obviously, in hindsight, I would pick Johnson to win, but, I mean, what are we doing? I know Kavanaugh was going to gas after that first round. Plus, once I saw Kavanaugh slow down, I just knew the KO was coming any second. That's fair. I didn't think the KO was going to come because Johnson hasn't been known for big power. Yes, he knocked out Van, but still, he's not known for KO power. I just thought the tide was going to start to shift and Kavanaugh was going to have to try to start wrestling with him. And I thought it'd be a closer decision than it was going to be. The thing I didn't like to see from Kavanaugh, I will say, is I didn't like seeing him to resorting to wrestling or grappling because he's not a grappler. He's a striker. So as soon as we kind of started to see him wrestle and then he wasn't finishing Johnson with it, I was like, fuck. That's not good. So, but, incredible finish. I mean, there's not much more you can say to Johnson. I mean, he just continuously does this shit. Again, even if Kavanaugh was doing well, I mean, that is the reality, and Johnson just does what he sometimes does. So, shit. LMO, Loner will have a better comeback fight and probably become a top fighter in his prime in a few years. Oh, 100%. Dude, he was putting it on Johnson. Again, I didn't like seeing him going to grapple. I didn't like that, especially a guy like Johnson who does tend to get better in fights. But yeah, do I think Sean Brady will be champion? Fights at 170. Islam is there. I think the hardest fight for Islam is Shavkat. Maybe, but what's Sean Brady going to do? Grapple with Islam? I think that's a problem, to be honest. John, what's up, buddy? Do you think Fluffy took Michelle Pereira's soul? Michelle hasn't looked the same since the fight with Fluffy? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Again, I was very happy. I was correct. People were like, that fight shouldn't have been stopped. Yeah, fucking right. He was done. I'm good, man. Tired, worn out, but we're here. We're talking about fights, so can't really complain. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe. Share the stream if you can. Appreciate you. I'm drinking coffee. I hope Charles Johnson gets a good fight up in the rankings next. Tim Elliott or Steve Erceg, maybe. That Tim Elliott fight would be incredible, I think. You know what, Moon? That's the fight. Tim Elliott. You have a delicious forehead? That's very weird. But okay. What is that? Dick Evans? Okay. Appreciate you, Mason. Hi, bro. Sup? How you doing? How you doing? I drink coffee in the morning. Yeah, I drink coffee in the morning, drink coffee in the afternoon, and I drink coffee at night. I streamed the fucking China card. I was up, went to work, came home, stayed up, did the card, went to bed, went to work. Yeah. Charles Johnson has improved takedown defense. I mean, I don't know if you can really say that because Kavanaugh was taking him down. So I don't know. Bro, in my country, it's 11:19 a.m. Holy moly. It's 10:19 p.m. Whoa. Bro, am I crazy to think the wrestler deserved it? Raja taught him a lesson. Yeah, you're crazy if you think he deserved that. Nobody deserves that. Liam, sup? Well, why did he deserve that? Do I think there was more to the story than what they first showed us in the first video? There's another video that shows actually some stuff that happened backstage, but you can't do that. Slamming him and dropping him for one, that's one thing. Punching an unconscious person that many times, you're asking to go to prison for the rest of your life. It's dark, but how are you still in the morning? Which country are you in? I'm in Florida. It's not dark for me. It's 10:20 p.m. You just repeated again? What do you mean? I should sleep now? Bro, what would you do if that happened to you? I would never be in that situation. JDM versus Makachev, who do we have? Also explain their weaknesses and strengths. Well, I have Makachev beating JDM because JDM makes too many mistakes on the ground, grappling-wise. He gets taken down and just scrambles. Most of the times that's how he gets up, scrambles. Yeah. I mean, the boxing obviously is with JDM, but he doesn't have crazy one-punch power. So Rob Corey, yuck. Roncher Yuri going to be crazy. Can't wait for that. Oh, you're a hour ahead. Okay. Okay. Well, if you were, I don't know what I would do in that situation. It was so out of nowhere. The guy didn't even have time to figure out what was going on. By that time, Raja picked him up and slammed him. So I don't know. Ferguson or Salt Poppy? Salt Poppy, obviously. Roundtree will be champion one day, I think. Maybe. Horrible decision making from Raja Jackson. Time in the penitentiary will correct his attitude. Well, there's more to the story, Taj, which, again, like I just said, make it very clear, you cannot drop someone on their head and then punch them about 20 times while they're unconscious. You can't do that. But, yeah, it's I don't know. I think that Raja shouldn't have punched him afterwards. I don't even think he should have slammed him. I think he should have just left it alone, but I think after he slammed him, he just blacked out. Again, Liam, 100% correct. It's not okay, no matter what it is. There is more than just he got out of his seat, ran in the ring, and did this. There was more to it, but unacceptable. You can't do that. Will Dana put Jones on the White House card? Yes. Light heavyweight doesn't have any great grapplers, so I think when some of the older strikers in the division start to retire, Roundtree will come in and get the belt. Just my prediction, though. That's fair. Not a bad argument, you know. He told his chat he's going to punch him till they pull him off. Yeah, he was very upset. Again, he was head kicked and hurt and throwing up from a concussion. It's on tape. There's a video of it happening. He goes backstage before the card or before the event or whatever for the wrestling event. And the guy that he slammed actually walks up to him, puts his hand on his head, and slams a beer can on his head. There is a thing to where his anger obviously took over, and that is a possibility with a concussion of something like that happening. The problem is you can't be in that situation because they cleared it up, they shook hands, and then when he goes out there, it still seemed like he had bad blood, and that's why he did what he did. But it is not just black and white. But again, you go into jail. Like, that's the reality. I think Roger didn't go too far, honestly. Imagine getting a cold can of beer slammed on your head and then bullied by your own chat. Raja is an innocent. He just saw red. He didn't mean to. I don't care if you meant to. You don't see red. He's the one who went in that ring, picked him up, dropped him on his head, and then punched him. And then when people pulled him off, he jumped back on him and kept punching him. No excuse. If you were light heavyweight and had to fight Prime Jones, what game plan? What's the game plan? Go on the attack. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I don't think you could make John come to you. I think that's a problem. I think you just have to go on the attack. You'd have to go. Kind of what Reyes did for the first 2 rounds. He kind of gassed in the third, fourth, and fifth. But yeah, you have to go for him. Yeah, no excuses. Yep. What was the ref doing? Trying to pull him off. It was fake. Prop beer can. Again, you're correct. That's why I said he put his hand on his head and then he smashed it because he thought Raja was a part of the gang. In wrestling, he thought he was a part of the promotion. He thought he was part of the story or whatever. The problem is, he was severely concussed, was Raja. Not making it up. He was head kicked. He wobbled. When you get head kicked, when you get hurt, you get concussed. He was throwing up. That's what he told his chat. He was throwing up. If that's true, which very possible, that's why he lost control. He did what he did. The problem is, you can't do that. You can't punch a fucking dude unconscious 20 times. One is bad enough. Is grappling and wrestling really boring? Recently saw Hamza versus DDP. A lot of people said the fight was boring. Was it really boring? No. I thought it was awesome. No, grappling isn't boring. No. I wonder why he hit him in the head with the can in the first place. What was the point? Like I just said, Colosseum, appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thought he was a part of the story. It was a prop. He thought he was a part of, oh, he's just another wrestler. I'm going to go fuck with him. He was severely drunk. Was the guy that got hurt in the ring. Now he is awake in the hospital. He is awake. But they shook hands. He apologized. And then, boom. I don't know. Game plan for John is to copy whatever Reyes did. Can't really say that because Reyes tapered off. I mean, you better hope you can keep doing that because all John kept doing was walking forward. Dom Reyes gave people the blueprint. Well, no, because no one's beating them with the blueprint. Bro, come on, you have to feel sympathy for him. He blacked out with anger. Haven't you before? No. Even if you black out with anger, it's still your fault. Like, it's still your fault. You don't own anybody. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't own nobody. Oh, I see. My bad. Oh, no, you're good, Curry. Isn't it early similar to the Minnow Cop getting sucker punched by Muhammad Makayev? Yep. I might have butchered his name. Nope, you're correct. Or said the wrong fighter, but he got dropped from the UFC. Yeah. Yep. You're 100% correct. You don't own nothing. Get the fuck out of here. What's up, bro? Who do you got in the middleweight division? Kaio or RDR? Well, they're not fighting, but I would have Kaio. Yeah, people do bad things when they're angry, but that does not excuse to almost beat up someone to death. Yeah. Going in there and like doing something is wrong. Doing what he did, you go to jail. That is the reality. Possibly you still go to jail with the other thing. You can't do that. The guy Raja attacked was a veteran with PTSD too. Yep. Odd takes. Go away then. Let me fix it. Do what Reyes did, but with Marab cardio somehow. Yeah, correct. Okay, but then what about the people that do stuff and call them insanity and get away with it? Yeah, but Roger he's not insane. That's not how that happens. Hello from North Korea. Appreciate you. How you doing? You don't own nobody. No fights this Saturday always stinks. I agree with that. Can't handle your comment. What the fuck are you talking about? You just keep the shit up. I'll just get rid of you. We're having fun conversation. You're coming in here being stupid. Come on, bro. He knew Raja wasn't a part of it. Again, I agree. There's a video on it. I agree. I'm sure they had rehearsed everything, so he knew everyone that was involved. I think he was drunk and did it, but it backfired. You can't just hit someone. The problem is the guy that got hurt did this before the event. The guy sits down, everyone pulls him away because Raja was starting to take his stuff off, and they pull him away, and then they explain to him, hey, man, this guy's not a wrestler. He is an actual fighter. You can't do that. And then Raja shakes his hand. Okay, cool. And then I guess some other stuff happened in the chat during the event, right before it all happened. I don't know. Always fighting Kai? No, he's not. You wouldn't do shit. Get the fuck out of here. Did you see any good movies? I'm watching Chief of War right now. That's a TV show, but that's what I'm watching. Bro, Raja is clearly insane and has autism a little. That doesn't make sense. You couldn't do shit. The fuck out of here. What's more likely, Patty becoming a 155 champ or O'Malley becoming a 135 champ? I don't think he could go down a weight class. I would have to say Patty. I dig. What? The fuck? Premeditated. His chat wasn't helping him to telling him to hurt the guy, and Raj purposely did that. Bro, a lot of people think Raja is innocent. You're in the minority here. No, they don't. No, they don't. Nobody thinks he's innocent. Now, is it better to having clarity on other things that happened? Yes. The problem is he punched the man unconscious after slamming him on his head for 20 times. 20 fucking times. The fuck? Raja was at fault. Anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong. Correct. Exactly, John. What the fuck? Yeah, good question, Liam. I don't know who the fuck this person is. Yeah, but the wrestler isn't innocent, bro. I don't know why you're acting like he's a saint. I didn't say he's a saint. I don't care what the man did. You can't go in a ring and punch a man 20 times while he's out cold. That is how you go. No, you can't do that. I can't say it because YouTube will. Yeah, he's also had multiple tweets with the hard. Okay, I don't know what that has to be. Side of the bus. Raja literally said 50 subs for me to knock him out. Yeah. Again, it's not okay. It's not okay. Well, whatever the other guy did, sure, that guy is wrong for, but you can't do what you did. It's awful. Awful. Lewis, the fuck out of here. Stupid. Absolutely, Karashim. I watched Anthony Hernandez's interview with Brett Okamoto. I like that guy. I think it's so weird with MMA journalists. I think their questions are fucking weird for some reason. Weird. Lewis, get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. At the end of the day, what's done is done. Raja shouldn't have hit him, and sure is the wrestler at some fault, yes. But what Raja did is totally unacceptable and is making the other fighters look bad. Correct. Correct. To racist. He's not racist at all. The fuck? Okay, Lewis, you can come back another time. You can get 5 minutes. Sit the fuck out. Fluffy future champ? I don't know if he beats Chimaev. Do you watch boxing? Yes. I just subbed. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Or their near knee might be able to hurt Fluffy. That's possible. That's possible. Again, I really liked Anthony's interview. I thought it was awesome. This has nothing to do with race, but he was in character and even apologized after because he didn't know Raja didn't want to be part of the skit. Yep. Again, everybody that Raja was talking to, because his friend was wrestling, that's why he was there. I guess that's guys known for thinking everyone's involved in the skit, in the story. Yikes. Hey, bro, I got to go. I always appreciate you watching the content, making your day better. You have a good night, man. I appreciate you, Liam. That means a lot, buddy. Fluffy is going to drown RDR. You goddamn right, Colostrum. Kevin Holland smashed Fluffy. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Kevin Holland already back on the thing. Twitter is insane. Why is no one talking about his Twitter? Okay, because it's irrelevant at this point. Oh, wow, so you are racist? That doesn't even make sense. What the fuck are you talking about? Personally, I want RDR to win, but I'm excited for the fight in October. It's so stacked. Okay. I like RDR, but I'm rooting hard for Anthony Hernandez. There's an MMA YouTuber that ranked Aspinall as one of the best grapplers in the UFC history. No fucking way, John. Who? I want to see this. Who? I never said that. I said his Twitter doesn't matter. I never said that. I low key would rather see Yuri versus Ankalaev. Ooh, okay, okay. People get going to troll you. Don't let it hurt to you. No, 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 no. I got you, Taj. Appreciate you. Man, I would take you down in seconds usually. Misha fighting style. How about huh? Doubtful. Yeah, you can't do that. What Raja did because he said some words on Twitter. Correct. Jesus Christ. MMA Chi? Nuh-uh. That's who said that? John doing in every stream, Dong in every stream. Achi. Achi. MMA Achi. Hold on. MMA. Oh, Chi. 58,000 subs? What? But he has the stream on members only, of course. But I screenshot it and I can send it. Yes. Send it to me, please. Espino's good on the ground. He submitted Volkov. Smash that wrestler, yeah. Just don't be as tough as the what? Raja got exposed 30 minutes before messaging. You gonna be rage baiting. Do you think Kyle will grapple more in this fight? Or do you think he'll mostly use striking like he did against Jared? Oh, he is not striking with Imavov. He is grappling. Dixon, sup? Do you think uh, Duplessis versus Terminated, this fight was boring? No, I like the fight a lot. Kyle, a better grappler, or he might get slept. Correct. The ass was one of the best grapplers in UFC history. It's fucking wild. I hope BSD's chin holds up so we can see what Ruffy looks like and push in a tough fight. I agree. I 100% agree. Imavov gonna knock his ass out. I think so. Where can I send it? You can send it here in the chat, so I can see it. He had assaulted first. He just defended himself. Angry wrestler. What the fuck? What does ass have to do with Kaio? I'm confused. I don't think he had anything to do with Kaio. I think he was just talking about MMA Acho. That's what he was talking about. You gotta scroll up a little bit. Tom Aspinall, one of the best wrestlers. The fuck are we doing here? I'm gonna turn my light on. Hold on a second. Yeah, MMA Chi. Hi, bro. Prediction about Ankalaev Pereira. 2, I think Ankalaev gets decision. I think if Pereira has a little bit more output or just more output in general, I think he sleeps Ankalaev or at least wins the decision. Aspinall is a beast on the ground, but he's not the best in UFC history. Send the screenshot in chat. You can't send pictures in chat. Should be able to. Did Colby officially retire? No. You could put it on my community post. Put it in the community, like put a comment in one of those maybe. Should be able to put it in the chat, I believe. What is even a Dylan Dennis page? I'm so confused. What? What the fuck? How does this guy have so... I don't get it. I don't get it. Roger gonna do some time? Should. Aljo pieced up Ortega? You goddamn right. Does Benoit down Ruffy, or does Ruffy pick him apart on the feet? I can't wait for that fight. It all depends on the chin of BSD. Bro, can I be a mod? Pay-per-view? You can be a mod. We met before, he's a troll. Oh, okay. Yo, what's your thoughts on the Raja situation? It fucking sucks. I think its first fight with Alex was holding himself back because of the wrestling threat. He didn't strike well. I mean, yeah. I guess he was hurt going into that fight, I don't know really for sure, but he defended 12 takedowns, got a trip at the end of the round, one of the rounds on Ankalaev. It all depends on how his striking looks in this next matchup if he wins. It's a troll, he's not taking it serious. Well, whatever he's fucking doing is working, I guess. Appreciate you. Aljo versus Ortega was one of the worst fights of the year. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there was much worse girl fights, much worse guy fights. Yeah, no. I think Alex sleeps Pereira next fight. Okay. I don't really know how he would do that, but possible. Possible. Pereira's chin's weird sometimes. Dominic Cruz is one of the best bantamweights of all time. Changed my mind? No. I agree with you. I agree. Do you think there would be a fight, Page versus Adesanya, and who wins? No, I do not. If there is, I would say Page. You're early still at work here. Yeah, I'm a little early. I'm a little early. Appreciate you for being here, though. Does Charles need 2 or 3 more wins to be back in the title contention? Yeah. Chimaev's recent performance, what do you think? I like it. He was dominant. It's not his job to work for both fighters. If he's taking you down and Dreykus can't get up, keep doing what you're doing. Raja won't be able to vote. Have y'all seen Ink's KOs? I think his striking is so underrated. He's got some vicious KOs. Not really. What are you talking about? The guys that he's KO'd are not that good. Ian Kitalaba, not good. Dolce Lumbaya, whatever his name is, not that good. I mean, he couldn't even hurt nor KO fucking, what's his name? Rakic. Like, I just don't think that's true. Magomed Ankalaev. Join Strickland, right? Ink likes to fight pretty. He reminds me of a point fighter. Yeah. I just don't think he has the technique to be a point fighter, I gotta be honest. But let's see. In the UFC, he has 6 KOs. So, we KO'd Johnny Walker, which tends to be not that hard. Let's be real. Finished Anthony Smith. I believe you hurt his leg in that fight. Very weird. Kitalaba, not very good. He did that twice, so that doesn't really count. Dolce, Marcin. So, again, who's the best striker that he's KO'd? I'm still looking. Nobody. He has literally finished no good fighters. Who's your favorite underdog fighter of all time? Well, my favorite fighter of all time is Cowboy. Magomed has never knocked out an elite fighter. Never, yes. How do you see Charles Viziev playing out? All depends if Charles can grapple. I would assume he's going to try grappling Viziev, and if he can grapple Viziev and get his back and stuff, I think he submits him. Viziev is going to hurt Charles. God, I hope not. But yeah, probably. Who do you think DDP will fight next? The loser of either Fluffy, RDR, or Kai Imavov. Charles by whatever he wants. No one would have ate them shots from Ilya. Well, sure, but when you get flatlined, you're supposed to take like 3 months. Well, you get 3 months of no contact. He's fighting. He's coming back before 3 months is done. So, yeah. That is not going to be an easy fight. Viziev better get to Charles' chin or else he would be all in for a long night. Sure. Bro, I hang with Cowboy all the time. He comes to my hotel room and hangs out before we ride. That's not true, but okay. That's just not true. Ilya hit like a heavyweight. Yeah. I want to see how Paddy's chin holds up versus Topuria. Well, he's not going to strike with Topuria, otherwise he's getting flatlined. Cowboy Cerrone is the greatest underdog fighter for sure. Even without a belt, I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's there. Yeah, he's back in the testing pool because he wants to fight 2 more times, get 50 fights under Zuffa. I'm in the pub, bro. He hangs with us all the time. Don't be salty, kid. I'm not salty. I just said I don't think that's true. I'm not salty. The fuck am I salty for something I can't control? Paddy versus Armin must happen. That fight would be crazy. It would be crazy. Peak UFC had Cowboy. Yep. Cerrone should fight Nick and Nate Diaz. I like that. I'll take that. That's cool. I would take that. I absolutely would take that. UFC overhyped Bo Nickel? Correct. You want to know why they did? Because he was 28 years old. 27, 28. They don't have time to wait around for him to be good. The Nick and Lawler fight should have never happened. Agreed, but Nick didn't look bad. He had crazy output in that fight. Wasn't Cerrone supposed to have 1 more fight? 2. He wants to get 50. And apparently, he's in the testing pool. Imagine they do Justin versus Ilya next. Poor Justin. Yeah, I fucking hope it's not Justin. He's won and he just... Yeah. Ugh, I hate it. He just got flatlined 2 fights ago. Cowboy era was amazing. Seeing him fight again would be crazy. I hope he ages well as Wonder Boy. I'm so worried. I gotta be honest. Greg, what's up, buddy? Brahim, what's up? Appreciate you. They pair Ilya versus non-grappler. Yeah, he needs to fight a grappler. Like Paddy, Armin. Shit, I'll take Benny. I know Benny would lose, I know, but grappling, I want to see it. If Justin plays smart, he can give Ilya problems with leg kicks, but I still don't think he survives. The problem is Justin really hasn't been throwing leg kicks. And he doesn't throw them like he used to. Andre Lima versus Tager, who you picking? Lima. That Clayton fight was much closer than it should have been. Ilya just beat a grappler. What you mean? You talking about Charles? Because that's not fair. That's not the same thing. At all. Charles had no game plan in there to go grapple him. Oh, no one's saying Ilya can't grapple. Anyone knows he can grapple. Dude, Brox doesn't grapple like that. Correct. Bro had olives and a crucifix. Again, no one is saying Ilya doesn't grapple. Bryce Mitchell had nothing for Topuria. Shocker. Stupid Bryce Mitchell. Shit, hold on. I'm going to grab my drink. Taj Charles grappled Ilya the whole time 2 fights ago against Chandler. Yeah, but he didn't grapple against Topuria. What the fuck is going on here? Topuria better hope Islam doesn't move back to 55. He is not coming back to 55. Fight recap. What's up, buddy? I think Topuria is what we all imagine ourselves like we were to fight. Thoughts on the Rajay Jackson situation? It's a little bit different than what the first video showed but unacceptable. You can't do that. Can't do that. What's up, Stuart? Hey, dude, on Saturday, some guy placed a parlay bet on Pav, AJ, and Johnny. He placed 3,000 and won 20,000. Wasn't so sure about Johnny's chin, but became through. Results. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Who beats Hamzat before he retires? I think the only guy that gives Hamzat a hard time is Kyle. If Volk came up to 55 healthy, it's a better fight. I don't think so. Does Gan make it out of the first? Yes. What exactly happened with Rajay? I talked about it earlier in the stream. Some stuff. The guy in the ring or whatever before the event thought Raja was a wrestler and thought he was in on the story. Smashed a beer can on fakely, like he put his hand on it and smashed it against his head. Whether real or not, he still did that. Raja took offense to it, started to take his stuff off. They explained to everybody that he's not a wrestler. He is a fighter. Was severely concussed, taking a head kick in training, I believe, a day or two beforehand, whatever. Concussed, throwing up. That's stuff he has said in the video shows him getting head kicked, wobbling, not good shit. And then apparently someone was trolling him in his chat. I don't really know. And then he jumped in the ring and did what he did. Unexcusable. Fucked his career? Yep. Sumajari versus Kaya Sakura? Sumajari. What exactly happened with Raja? There you go. Raja, an idiot, basically. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Islam versus Shabka would be a banger. I agree. He apologized, though, and said it even shook his hand. Yeah, correct. Correct. After everyone separated, you keep watching the video. They shook hands, whatever. Go to the chat or go to the event, starts, his buddy's wrestling, and then boom. Would you rather have the best? Good try, real. Stupid. Jake just joined. What are your thoughts on Hamza being the new champ of the middleweight and people calling him boring fighter? I think it's great. I thought Dreykus was going to make Hamza work a lot more than he did. Obviously, that did not happen. Hamza looked good. He looked dominant. He looked strong. People being upset that the fight was boring. It takes two to tango. So, the Hamza did his job. It doesn't help to have your father bully you online for all these years. It doesn't bully him, but okay. I wish we could see Shavkat versus Brady. I wonder how the grappling exchanges would go. I agree 100%. Rampage is a good dad. I don't know how people are blaming him for his son's actions. Correct. Are you a fan of Space? What? The Leanne Gary rumor's true? I hope so. I haven't heard nothing though. Rampage is not a good dad. That guy is a what? Greg, are you talking about? That is not true. That is not true at all. I like the Goosebump shirt, bro. Appreciate you. Leon Gary MSG. That would be sick. That would be sick. I wish it was somebody that could actually deliver a knockout. When was the last time we got one of those from Gary? Gary smashes Leon? Yes. Yes. Greg, I have heard nothing about anything like that ever. Anything ever like that from Rampage. Gary schooled Protez? Not really. Not really. Schooled's crazy. Taporia or Islam at welterweight? Islam. Bilal beats Gary? Maybe. Gary knocked out Daniel Rodriguez? Yep, head kick. Raj attempted over 20 clean shots on unconscious man is unforgivable? Correct. Plus, he hadn't even stopped punching the red-haired guy, had to pull him off, and he was still fighting him. Yep. Also the problem. They pull him off, he runs back up, and he's hitting him some more. And these are full wind-up. It's hard to watch. Protest Daniel Rodriguez in Rio, I heard. No way. No fucking way. Protest and Rodriguez is so diabolical. Gary beat this Leon for sure. Beats any Leon for sure. Leon has never been good. I'm sorry. It's going to hurt some people, but that's true. Well, I think what happened was the referee allowed it because they didn't expect it to happen. You know, even if they expected Raja to go in there and slam him, I don't think they expected him to punch him. So when it happened, it caught everybody off guard. It's the only thing that makes sense. Silva or Lopez? I got Lopez. Lopez is a much more well-rounded fighter. We know a little bit more about Lopez. The problem is Lopez does get hit. I mean, Volk's hitting him with nasty shots. You can't get hit like that against Silva. Howland active as fuck. You're correct. I only rooted for Leon one time, and that was versus Colby. Correct. Me too. JB, Silva. Correct. Again, if you guys can slap that like button, appreciate you. Super chats on the name of the game. It helps the YouTube channel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Just passed 4,400. Thank you guys so much. Nate trying to make a comeback for the UFC. You're correct, he is. Kevin is being too active. I think Mike is going to fuck him up. I don't think so. If a good version of Kevin Holland shows up, Kevin should win that fight pretty handily. Mike gets hit. Mike gets hurt quite a bit in his fights. Yes, he looked good against Raki. I think Kevin is still a better fighter than Raki. Kevin's also more well-rounded. They shouldn't have even allowed him to enter the ring. I feel like the ref isn't getting enough blame. You're correct. I agree. I low-key thought DDP would win. So did I, JB. So did I. Because the ref went into shock and shit himself. Correct. I can't trust Kevin, I agree. Kevin took damage from D-Rod. Yes, he did. That's why I'm 100% sure he's going to grapple. And also, he's much, much longer than Mike. So I'm very curious. Rampage damaged his kid subconscious a lot. No, he didn't. What do you mean? Why? I'm sick of seeing Kevin Holland on every card. I'm happy. I like it. I like that he's active. Hello? Sup? Kevin Gastelum is fighting. Yes, he is. Mike Malott lost to Neil Magny, which kind of fraud checked him. Oh, it definitely did. Imagine Walker make a championship run. Get the fuck out of here. He didn't look good beforehand. He had a good shot with a leg kick and then pounced on him. He did not look good. He got a finish, but yeah. What's next for Burns? I think D-Rod. He was talking about Rodriguez. Has Rampage said anything about the Rogers situation? Yeah, he said he can't do that. Rampage gave his kid such rich upper-class life. He's an emotional brat. It's not good. I don't know. Gilbert Burns be at every UFC event. Yep, he likes the fighting. Who should Ming Zhang fight next? Ooh. Let's do Euron. Let's do that, Euron. Yeah, let's do Euron. It might be a little bit too low in the rankings. Walker, Eon. Ugh, God, Eon. Walker. Uzdemir. Let's do that. Uzdemir. How do you feel about Ilya Duck and Armin? Not Duck and Armin. Ateba versus Marco Tulio. Who wins? Ateba. Because I think once you get in close against Tulio, he's going to fold. I forgot about Tulio. I want to see him fight again. Kyle Dawkins. That's who he should fight. Kyle Dawkins, Marco Tulio. Will Connor come back before you may start thinking about shaving your beard? Never. I hope Connor never comes back. Never. Never. Who's Howland fighting? Mike Malott. Mike Malott. When will you shave, man? Never. Never. Never, never, never. Teba's like a mini Francis. Yep. But more patient. But more patient. Let's be honest. Do you think Joshua Van can secure a dub against Pantoja? No. Can he? Sure. Do you trim your beard at all? Sometimes. Who do you think is the most overhyped prospect right now? It definitely was Bo Nickel. I mean, I think it's clear. I guess right now since he was lost. Overhyped prospect. Asakura? Probably Asakura. How long did it take you to reach this length? A couple years. Just been still going. If Van beats Pantoja, we have ourselves a marketable flyweight? Correct. Pantoja should be marketable. He's so good. Sorry for what Rampage Son did to you. I'm glad to see you out of the ICU. Ooh. Ooh. Well, Maker might be the most overhyped right now. Why? He's good. Overhyped is crazy. I mean, I don't think he's champion right now. If are they hyping him to championship material? I think they just think he's an up and coming prospect. I think if Joshua Van survives getting submitted in round one, he's gonna pick Pantoja apart. We've seen Pantoja get tired, but he panic wrestles. That won't work on Van, in my opinion. Okay, it all depends on how Van can defend those crazy takedown attempts and grappling attempts. Like he always finds a way to get to the back. He has very, very good cage awareness, does Pantoja. I like Pantoja by decision, but I can see Van finding that shot. Share a bullet? Okay. Could Volk become the GOAT with extra couple of wins? I think you have to beat all those winning streak. I believe it's 8 championship title defenses, so I think it's that. I've never seen Pantoja tired. I think he was tired against Moreno and Urseg, but the grappling really helps him in those situations. What is good? First time here. Appreciate you, halftime. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hot take. Andre Lima is the best flyweight prospect and showed it versus Perez. I agree. Do you support? We are not talking about that stuff. I don't care what people do, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about fights. This is a place to get away from the real world. We're talking about fighting, not Raj stuff. UFC, MMA, sanctioned, good storylines. That's what we're talking about. I have the script. I'm involved by decision and Ruffy by finish. Okay. What do you mean you don't either? I didn't say I don't. So we're not talking about that stuff here. Andre Lima, no. Tear him off his suspended for PEDs. Get his bullshit ass out of here. Andre Lima. It's between a man and a woman, okay? Do you think DC plays a big part in the new wrestling champions? No. Not at all. Appreciate you guys. Slap that like button. Hope you're doing well. Next UFC mains are going to be boring. Marab, again, easy. Ink, again, easy. Not true. Marab slaps Corey, but a Pereira that's motivated and ready to get that belt back sleeps in Kalaev. Slap that like button. Appreciate you. Because his bias and favors wrestlers more. Yeah, but he doesn't control anything. Would you rather? Nah. The fuck out of here. Which American in the UFC has the best chance at winning a title? Hernandez. How much longer will you be on? I am driving now. I'll be on for a little while. We got about 20 people in here, only 15 likes, so keep smashing that like button for a little bit. Why do you think Pereira lost? I mean, I think all the activity, how active he was, just caught up to him. I believe he said he had something was wrong with his hand going into that. That's why he wasn't really throwing punches. But he didn't throw enough because clearly he was defending takedowns. He only got hurt the one time against Nikolaev. It just seemed like he was hesitant to pull the trigger. I don't know much about the UFC or MMA, but I'm here. I like GSP. I like GSP too. I appreciate you, halftime. Thank you. It's great that you have similar politic values to me. Keep up the good work. I do not have any political values. I don't even care about that shit. So, you think Hamza has a chance at being the GOAT if he can stay active and keep winning the way he does? Yes. But it takes a while. It's longevity. You got to continue fighting. You got to show dominance for a while. Do you think Conor? I hope not. In pay-per-view, Pantoja was gassing out against Moreno, but he secured takedowns to rest on top and catch his breath. But what if he can't get Van down while tired? Van is a menace on the feet. Correct. Like I said, Pantoja has a way of finding the back, and if he finds your back, he's getting you down. Yo, Spleen, what's up? Who's better, Khabib or Pereira? Pereira. No excuse, he lost to the better man that night. Correct. Remember me, I've been here when you had 5 or 4 people? What? Pereira isn't focused. Did you see the Nina smelling his feet? Yeah, but it's at a car at nighttime. He doesn't have to train throughout the fucking night. Like, I hate feet. I find that shit disgusting. But, yeah, he's training, of course. Pereira has been making a lot of videos with Nina. Do you think she is a distraction in his training? No, not at all. Not at all. It's at nighttime. He doesn't have to train throughout the night. Thoughts on the China card? I thought it was awesome. I was live during the whole thing, watched the entire thing with you guys. It was great. It was great. What's your stance on PEDs relegating possibility? I'm okay with it. Sometimes that stuff fixes your body or heals your body. I think you should be able to do those types of things for like healing purposes, but also PEDs don't make you great. Otherwise, Walt Harris would be world champion. Otherwise, Eric Silva would have been a world champion. I mean, PEDs don't make you great. Just playing, I had Talibov as a lock this past weekend, but who saw that Zhang lost coming? Props Walker. Well, you can't really say it's so hard because Zhang was doing well. He was marching him down. Walker did not look good retreating. His instincts didn't look very good. He looked sloppy, but he kept throwing the leg kicks, and luckily one of them hurt Zhang. Credit to Walker for throwing the leg kicks. But it's morally on Zhang for not having another solution after the first round. And I said when I was live, oh, it's past the first. I don't like that. And you could see Zhang getting a little tired, more tired, staying right in front of Walker. Yeah. It's more on Zhang than it's great on Walker. Civil unions shouldn't even be allowed. What? Do you think Conor... no. What about Conor beating up those young boys? Yikes. Khabib, Solos, Pereira, Conor, and Jones. I think Abel Aslan versus Junior is trash matchmaking. Both Tafa should be cut. I agree with that. Be honest, did you have DDP over Hamza? You goddamn right I did. Do you think Conor McGregor for the White House? You're still asking me. Ilya beats Armin? Yes. Kyle, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Is Chuck Liddell your hero? Nope. Bit overrated. Did you say Eric could be champion? Did you hear what I said, JB? We were talking about PEDs. Yeah. Remember when he was on PEDs? He was really fucking good, and then they took him away from him? Yeah. True, Zhang was doing anything, right? Zhang wins 9 out of 10 times. He wins 9.9999999999999 out of 10 times. Exactly, pay-per-view. Thank you very much. Greg, you gotta stop. Jesus. You're fun, buddy. I'm a sub to your shit. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Zing was caught off guard by the fake glove touch. Well, it's a fake glove touch. Anybody would have been. It's a bullshit thing to do. Walker shooting that takedown 5 seconds into the fight was hilarious. It was hilarious, but it was like, just don't. You have to fake glove touch to get in there like that? That's bullshit to me. John Jones for the White House? Yes. Have you ever trained MMA? Just thought I'd ask. My first time here, also win stream. I appreciate you halftime. Yes, I had an amateur fight about 10 years ago. MMA Jesus, I know him. We've frequently talked back and forth, but no, not me. Who's your favorite unpopular fighter? Unpopular fighter. Well, I one of my favorites, of course, is John. I've watched his entire career, and he's the greatest fighter of all time. Apparently, DJ's unpopular. I don't know how he's underrated like that, but DJ, of course. Fluffy RDR, who do I have? Fluffy. I think RDR will look good in moments, but I think Fluffy's gas tank and output will beat up RDR. Paul Hughes should be in the UFC. I think he's underrated. I think he should be in the UFC, but I don't know how well he would do later in the rankings. It's like Thad Gene. I think Thad Gene's awesome. I like him a lot too. I think he should be in the UFC, but I don't know how well he would do in the top of the divisions. DJ is a GOAT. Yes, he is. But he doesn't get the credit he deserves. So, yeah. What fight broke your heart the most? Oh, man. Probably when Cowboy retired. That would hurt. That hurt. Because my entire life I've watched him fight. I watched him fight. For, what is it now? 18 years? I've watched him fight, or I guess he retired in 2023? So 16 years I've watched him. 18 years, somewhere around there. 17 years. Thoughts on Rampage, son? Yeah, not good. Awful. I hate that. He had good takedown defense against Usman Nurmagomedov. I think he already be a top 10 lightweight. Again, I think so too, but I don't know how well he would do against the top tier echelon guys. Usman, Khabib's cousin, should also be in the UFC. Sure, he needs to look really good against Paul. So we'll see. Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje broke my heart. Your thoughts on that fight? It's a tough one because I thought remember, people forget Tony hurt Gaethje at the end of one of the rounds with the uppercut. Every time I see that moment and see how bad Gaethje was hurt, I'm always thinking, what if there's what if there's a minute? What if there's 2 more minutes? Does Tony find that darts? Does Tony finish him? I tend to think yes, he does. But it also is one of those things where there's no man alive that takes the shots he took on that night as well as he took. Obviously, the fight ended because he took too many goddamn shots for sure. But it's to me it embodies what Tony was, and then he was never the same afterwards. It sucks. Yeah, that's a good one halftime for sure. I'm Evolved was gassing out against Brennan Allen, so I hope he fixed his card. He was also gassing out against what's his name? Delete. Rampage on his son getting sued. Not good. Not good. No, Rampage is not getting sued. I don't really know what's going on there yet now. End of round 2, Tony almost yeah, end of round 2, yep. The Tony that fought Pettis and Gaethje are night and day difference. Yep. Yep. Also, that's Tony who cut weight 2 times. 2 times. And was supposed to fight Khabib. Totally different matchup. I still can't believe Dreykus got ragdolled like that. He looked like an amateur. I agree. Was Gustafsson versus Jones won a robbery? Nope, because it's 1 round. Again, it's the 3rd round. Again. 3rd round. Because in the second fight, goddamn. Second fight. In the second fight's press conference, there was a moment where Gus said to him, I didn't lose. We all know that. And John didn't have a comeback. Well, because it was a close fight. That fight is closer to me than the Reyes one is. The Reyes, they're both still 1 round. 1 round is not a robbery. It has to be at least 2 rounds. But 1 round's not a robbery. 1-2 clear Gus. 4-5 clear John. It's the 3rd round in both fights. Again, I think the Gus fight is closer argument that Gus should have won it. But you seen the second one. And everybody knows that John was partying, doing stuff, not training. Everyone knows the story about that. And then he goes in there and Gus is the first one to take him down. Gus is the first one to beat him up. And then John has to come back and win. It's just wild. You think Duplessis comes back? Not against Hamzat like that. Reyes wins next fight? Yep. Surprisingly, China's judges are not biased. Yeah, a lot of people were upset with the Long fight. I thought you won first 2 rounds. I thought he won. Dreykus needs to take some wrestling classes as soon as possible. I think he just needs to come to another gym here in America. Reyes beat Olberg, in my opinion. Yep, I think so too. Real? No. Most busted face in the UFC history was John's post. Gus won. I don't think that was the worst. I think RoboCop after Njokwani knee. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to find my freaking charger. Sorry about that. We're good. We're good. Boom. The cat frame. Yeah. Eventually, Kyle and Fluffy are going to fight. Who wins? I like Fluffy's pace, but I think Kyle. God, that's such a difficult one. I think Fluffy could edge that one out, man. DDP needs to go to Dagestan. Rooster on the radio. Hell yeah. Drakus definitely needs to learn how to reverse a crucifix. Is the Ritter ranked higher than Fluffy or Kaio, chat? That's a good question. I don't think RDR is ranked where Anthony is. Let's see. We're not getting rankings now? Why did they change this stuff? Holy crap. Let's see. Should show it. Let's see. Borello is at 6. Fluffy's 7. RDR is 8. Again, I don't think that's true. Fighters. Let's see. That's Dalize. Don't want Dalize. Want this. Let's do Borello. God damn it. There we go. Let's look. Where's it at? That's Wiki. Jesus. There's no UFC? Oh my goodness. .com. There. Holy moly. Okay. Rankings. For fuck's sake. Okay, so I'm Evolves 2. Ritter is 5. Hernandez 6. Kaio 7. So there we go. After seeing that, I low-key think Fluffy can be Drakus. I still don't think so, but possibly. Lawler McDonald was the most violent fight ever, and the amount of damage done was insane. That's fair. That's fair. Do you remember when the ref almost stopped the fight with Jones and Gus? He was begging for it not to be stopped. I do not. What the fuck was that? What one rule you want changed? I don't think it's simple to reverse a crucifix. I gotta be honest. RDR 5, Fluffy 6. Thank you. What one rule that I want changed? Oh, downed opponent. Take that shit out. The cat is me mugging you. If Anthony Hernandez ever fight Kyle Borello, who would come back with a game plan, is 50-50 fight, in my opinion. That's fair. That's fair. I don't mind that. I don't remember that pay-per-view. I do not remember that. I was surprised to see Hamzat being able to fight in Chicago when the fight was announced a while back. I thought Hamzat had some visa issues or terrorist issues, and that's why he wasn't able to fight here. Chicago, I was surprised when they announced that they were going there, but yeah, that never even crossed my mind, but that's a good point. What's up, New Breed? About to get... What? The real story is why Hamzat, the best wrestler, arguably couldn't finish the worst wrestler in the division. DDP is the toughest fuck, man. I don't think Drakus is the worst wrestler in the division. I think that's crazy. I think Strickland's not a good wrestler. I would say Izzy's worse than RDR. A lot of the Whitaker at this point in his career is worse. I think, yeah, obviously we've seen he's worse because Hamzat submitted him very quickly. I don't trust. I think Brendan Allen would get submitted. I think Cannonier's wrestling's not great. His movement's great. I think Cannonier would lose. I think Roman would lose. I think Paulo would be fun, but lose. Yeah. You must thought Conor was beating Khabib, right? Hell no. Oh, so you were okay with me and Crosby? The problem with that is like, to me, this is very simple. I thought before the fight or before the knee, I thought Taff. I can't remember his name now. I had it in my video, but I can't remember now. I thought he was obviously dominating on his way to win, and then he knees him. They give him some time, and the referee asks, "Can you continue?" And Crosby says, "Yes." At that point, fine. And also, they took 2 points. They didn't just let it off the hook. They took points away from. I can't remember his name now. I'm sorry. But people being like, oh, it was bad. He should have been disqualified. Why? He was losing the fucking fight. The knee changed nothing. He was losing. He was turtling up before that happened. It'd been different if Crosby was winning, gets kneed, and then finished. No. The other guy was winning clearly on his way to a finish, and then the knee happens, and then he finishes them anyways. That knee changed nothing. It just prolonged the inevitable. That's it. Also, Crosby looked like shit before the knee. You're telling me the knee changed anything? No. Props on him for not taking that way out, but he was losing. I mean, there's only one way that could go on that. Oh, it approved it? Okay. Izzy has no ground game. What if JDM wins? We'll definitely see Topuria versus Islam. Not at 55, we won't. True, but they should have given him a 5 minutes to recover, though. I think Crosby was awakened enough that the referee was like, all right, let's ask him. Let's ask him. And he said, good. I agree, but I guess they say they're up to 5 minutes, but I guess he doesn't get the 5 minutes. So, yeah. I've always thought, 5 minutes. Oh, they don't actually get every time 5 minutes to recover. It's just how long they can get. It's a great line. Islam finishes JDM, then we'll finish Topuria. I agree. Usman to beat Hamzat if he moves up? No. How long do you think Little Heathen lasts with Perry? He took big shots against Mason. God. Is it 5 rounds? I think the fight can go to a decision. Honestly. I think so. Welly versus Val. Who do I have? Val. Perry wins within 2 rounds. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Been flatlined before. Yeah, but that was a long time ago, and that is not the same Islam we have now. So, no, not the same. Again, if you guys can, slap that like button. Let's get to 20 likes. Appreciate you. TDP sent Dagestan 2 to 3 years and forget. Okay. I'm taking the hardest hitter at 145 and placing a unit on him. I don't think Jeremy's winning that fight. Can anyone beat Ilya? Yeah. Islam. And Max. It was 1-1 going into the third, and Max was outlanding on him. Yes. Do you bet, Sir Longbeard? No. I don't have the extra money to bet, so no. Feel bad for Frankie, man. Can't believe he has going to... Oh, I fucking hate it. Shaved mustache, Johnny Walker is dangerous. Otherwise, JK. Yeah, JK. Max. You know what I'm talking about. People don't like to realize that Max was having success. He was outlanding them. He was out hitting them. And down a weight class. Max the dog? Yes, he is. And he was playing straight into the game of Ilya. Let's just strike. Let's just do that. I think Ilya was just being patient, bro. Max can't even take the power. I mean, he got hit quite a bit by Ilya, and it took 3 rounds to hurt him and finish him. So I don't know. Dog that got put down once in his career, congratulations. By a really hard hitter that took him 3 rounds to do it. Okay. Support wrestling is very underrated. Not better than Islam, but enough to get back to his feet. I agree with that. Who should Sister Khanov fight next? Oh, ooh, God, that's a great question. What weight class was that? He fights it, I believe, at 35. Or no. He fought at 55. I think he fights at 45 though. Who should he fight next? The best chin in the game though. Yeah, but he was up a weight class, filled up for that weight class, and then lost a bunch of weight to go back down. That shit never works. So I have subbed. I appreciate you halftime. That means a lot, buddy. So you're kind of 70? Oh, there's no way he fights at 70. He fights at 85? Oh, he beats Hooker for sure. Brian Battle, will he be back? He will 100% be back. He actually fighting in November, I believe. Max Hooker, that's incredible. Sergio Kona fights at 70? He fights at 85? I think he fights at 70, though. Because 85, he is way too fucking small. Way too small. Damn, he goes to fight at 85. He looked like a welterweight to me. Oh, he's way too small for 85. That is a terrible place for him to fight. He has to be fighting at 70. 70 has to be his weight class. Holy moly. Ooh. Gosh. If he fights at 70, do him versus Radke. Do you think UFC should make a weight class between 55 and 70? Yes. Yes. I think they should make a weight class between 70 and 85 as well. And 85 between 205. Yeah. 25, 35, 45, 55 is fine. But 55 to 70 is crazy. 70 to 85 is crazy. 85 to 205 is crazy. Yeah. Ooh, I think Renat Fakhretdinov is about to get smashed by Andreas Gustafsson. Smashed. My fucking nose. Yeah, I think Brian Battle is actually fighting in Dirty Boxing, I believe it's called. 7-1 in the UFC, and he's cut. It's crazy. Also, look what Brian Ortega did. How the fuck is Brian Battle cut? But Brian Ortega? I don't get it. I don't get it. God, my fucking nose. Man. That's going to be a good fight. Andreas got the pace of Marab. Yes, he does. That guy's a dog. Absolute dog. Let me see. Dirty Boxing. Dirty Boxing. Oops. Right here. Ooh. August 29th? Oh, is he fighting already in August? No. Oh, Tyson Nam. Hector Lombard is fighting. Alex Caceres. Phil Hawes. Oh my goodness. Tyson Nam, like I said. Jessica Rose Clark. Mike Breeden, Landon Quineras. Jorginho is fighting Raheem Cleveland. Good luck, Cleveland. Ricky Banderas is the guy that knocked out the guy from Bellator that was real big. He's 15-9 now. God, he was something promising there for a while. A while. Where is it? James Gallagher. Lost 2, 1-2, lost 2, 1-1, lost 1, 1-1, lost 1, no contest, lost. God, he's been so bad. Holy shit. Crawford, Canelo, Crawford. Anyway, versus Bam, I'll pay for that fight if I have to. Hell yeah. Or does Ortega have a history of missing weight? Yes. Did you see Aljo's elbow? That shit was crazy. Yep. It kind of explains his lack of output afterwards. Did you say was partying before the first Gus fight? Yes. Talking about John. Nah, I wasn't talking about Andreas Gustafsson. I was talking about Alex Gustafsson. Dirty Boxing will do nothing for him. Yeah. Cut Ortega. Yep. Ateba versus Nursultan. Ooh. That one's a little bit more dangerous just because Nursultan's so long. He's so tall, so big. But Ateba has the power of a fucking prime Mike Tyson. That one might backfire a little bit. Jones just waiting for Aspinall to fight Gane. I believe he fights Aspinall if he wins at the White House. Correct. I agree too. Also, Gane's going to do better than people think. Who was the best to never win a belt? I think there's an argument to say Uriah Faber. Dude, did you see the Rampage Jackson Sunday? Yeah, I seen it. It sucks. Ortega, Yair, and Dustin P are some divas. I don't think Dustin's a diva, but okay. Oh, that's a good one, pay-per-view. Tony, he had 12 fights in a row. Won the interim, tripped with some cords that were the UFC's cords, destroyed his knee, and then they took the belt from him. Crazy. Can't wait for Yadir versus Isaac Bulgarian. I can't wait. That's awesome. Dustin a sore loser, though? Is he? I don't think he's a sore loser at all. And a sore winner? No, I don't think so. He had all the right in the world to be pissed off at Michael Chandler. He was fucking fish hooking him. So, I don't think he's a sore loser or a sore winner. You're allowed to be pissed off at someone if they're cheating to try to get a submission. He's literally cheating. He stuck his fingers in his mouth. Did you see what Poirier did after he fought Hooker? Yeah, after Hooker, because before the fight, Hooker was talking a bunch of shit. And Poirier went up to him and said, "You're okay," said what he was going to said what he said. Why is Dustin a sore loser? After John beats Aspinall, he will do the Trump dance. Of course he will. That true. Chandler a hoe for that. Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right. I think that's a fucking shitty thing to say. Also, you watched that Hooker Poirier fight. Whew. People shit all over the Apex fights. That fight was an Apex fight, and that was incredible. So good. Dustin is the best ever not to win Undisputed Champ. Okay. Say hello to Russian fans. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Can Poatan win the belt back? And if he does, will he go to the heavyweight division? I don't know if he'll go to the heavyweight division. I don't know. You think DC hates John Jones? You fucking bet he does. I think John will only beat Aspinall with a devastating poke. I think he smashes Aspinall on the ground. We know nothing about Aspinall's defense on the ground. We know a lot about what John can do. Prime Tony dog walks Prime Poirier. Yes, correct. Just wanted to stir the pot is all. I appreciate you. My apologies. I know there's a lot of Dustin riders. I like his boxing a ton. I never thought he was going to beat Islam or anything. I thought he would be BSD just because I've seen how bad BSD's strike defense is. But just watched Hooker and Dustin again today. Crazy. You just said that. Yeah. Unbelievable fight. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I don't think Dustin's a Hall of Fame fighter. I just don't think he is. But I definitely think he was a very, very, very good fighter. But I don't think he's a Hall of Fame fighter. Max and Ilya for both 55 and BMF titles? Yes. Chimaev loves Razaman. Okay. One of the greatest fight of all time, Poirier versus Hooker? Yes. Yes. How can you get an awesome beard like me? Just let it grow. What's next for MVP? Protez. Is wrestling the most important aspect of fighting? Yes, I would think so because you could dictate where the fight goes. Walker won. It's crazy. It's crazy for sure. He looked like shit before that leg kick finally went through for him. Izzy versus Gus is a fight that I think about every day. I agree with that. That's crazy. That was a great fight. I knew Gaslam was going to be a fucking menace just because Gaslam was good back then. Do you give Sanhagen a chance against Marab? Not really. Who is more boring than Sean Strickland inside the cage? Corey Sandhagen. Did you see where Marcano said he turned down Razim and Nasserat? No, I did not, but of course he did. Little bitch. MVP could surpass Prates. And if it stays striking, yes. Sandhagen but catch Marab with a flying knee. Yeah, I highly doubt that. Oh, better. Yeah. Marab is going to drown Corey. God, I hope so. Favorite other sport? NFL. Love football. Dude, what are you saying? What do you mean? Oh, better catch Marab with a flying knee or else he's in for a long night. Yeah, correct. I've heard them. I actually seen them live when Mitch was still alive. Rays, what's up, buddy? Why are you hating on Sandman? Because I find him the most overrated person in that division. Did you see what happened with... Yes, I did, Samu. I talked about it a lot in this stream. Go check it out. Rewind a little bit. Let's see. Oh, Renato reveals that he was offered fight against one of Nazim Sadikov, Nasserat, on Rio, October 11th, but was disinterested and still has eyes on the gold and will not fight outside the top 10. Whoo! That's some words for a guy who just got dog walked by an old man. Quote. I love Benny, but that's funny. He'll be future bantamweight champion, or do you think Marab will have it for a long time? I think he'll have it for a long time. Absolutely not halftime. How dare you? Oh, the dude writing in Russian, no idea what he's saying. Probably something he shouldn't be saying. Let's see it. Let's see. Let's see. Boom. Okay. Boom. The fuck are you saying, dude? No one even knows. JK. Spy, let's get him out. Marab Umar 2 would be a banger. Yes, it would. Who to finally replace DC in the commentary team? Brian Stan. Bring him back, please. Mike the Truth Jackson. You think Ilya is ducking Armin? Not a chance. O'Malley's song. I think O'Malley sleeps song so bad it's not even funny. I think Son's overrated as well. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Ba, 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 ba. Here we go. Is O'Malley versus Gatekeeper a gatekeeper now? If he stays in that division, yes. Yes. Farid Basharat is one of the most underrated bantamweights. Ooh, I like that, Colostrum, yes. How do you think Petr Yan would do at 145? I think he'd be too small. Gonna lay it down, man. Do you have a schedule when you get on or just whenever you feel like hopping on? Nah, I typically get on about 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock is typically when I get on. Monday through Thursday. Fridays, I don't go live because I have to get up at 5 in the morning for Saturday. But I'm live every single Saturday for the cards. Of course, this Saturday we will do a live because there's no fight this weekend. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Have you heard the Ravens talk? No. Patty Armin? I like that. What do you think about Raja Jackson? It's not good. It's very bad. Not good at all. Very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Not good. At all. Not good at all. Bring back the Goldie even though he don't make sense 90% of the time. Oh, dude. There was a freaking short. Actually, you know what? There was two. with Sean O'Malley because he was in the UFC before Goldie or when Goldie left, and then he does a call, the Eddie Wineland call for Sean, and so it was so cool hearing him do it again. And nowadays, but there was a thing that came up, Goldie talking or doing his famous call, it's all over, whatever. And like, that is it. He says, it's all over. If you don't know, you don't know. But Goldie was, him and Rogan to me are the best together. I love it. No fights this weekend? Nope. Kyle, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my chat. Your stupid shit. Since the UFC drops pay-per-view model, will the U cards become less impressive since they don't have to sell? No. Because technically with the ESPN cards, you don't have to sell because you've already made your money having a deal like that. Same thing with Paramount. Because you already have a deal, you don't necessarily have to bulk up the cards. The cards are just going to be when everybody wants to fight, it's going to be the same model as we have right now. We just honestly, yeah. Mike Goldberg, man, we need him back. I would love that. Is that the son of... I'm out. Have a good night. Thanks for providing the MMA live stream. I appreciate you, man. Classic. Nazim versus Manuel Torres. I love that fight. Goldberg is nostalgic now? Yes, he is. Opinion on John Jones and White House title card? He'll be there. Oh, bro, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Rogan has sold out. I don't know if he sold out. See, it's hard for me because, that's the commentator that I grew up with. I grew up watching Fear Factor. I grew up with UFC. So, to me, I don't think he says a lot of things that are correct all the time, but I hate it when fighters retire and it's not Joe. Like, to me, the best one is, of course, Robbie one's incredible, but Cowboy, because he has these personal ties with Cowboy. So, when he says, down, you're going to do this, oh man, that got me, And then when Dustin retired, oh man, I didn't feel it as much without Joe. What's the best division? I think 55 is the best. Middleweight has an argument because right now, now there's a lot of contenders, but I think 55. What do you think about Tank versus Paul, and who do you think will win? I think Tank will win, but it's a complete joke of a fight. Most shocking title losses? I would say Renan Barão versus TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw was plus 2,500 underdog. Nazim Moda fight of the year? Yes. How's your thoughts on 319? People said it was boring. I thought the fight was awesome. It takes two to tango. Hamza dominated. Thoughts on Raja? We talked about this. It's not good. He'd probably be in very big trouble for it. I used to like Rogan. He says stupid shit now. Sucking up to the UFC. Fair. Am I allowed to tell someone in chat to shut up? Yes. When Dustin retired, I was so happy to see a washed-up Dana White privileged fighter retire. How was he Dana White privileged? That literally makes no sense. Makes no sense. He's done nothing to be a Dana White privilege. Protest Buckley. Protest sleeps Buckley. Sopranos or Breaking Bad? I would say Sopranos because every time I watch Breaking Bad, I can never get past the third season. Yeah, Dustin, correct. Do you think Ilya and Hamza continue undefeated? Yes. I don't even like Dustin, but he definitely earned his title shots. Correct. He was gifted back-to-back title shots, dude. What are you talking about? Are you talking about BMF? Get the fuck out of here. Cool, man. We'll have pretty chill. You do this. Do you have anyone to talk MMA with around here? You'll blow up, and this will be impossible to do. Pretty cool while it lasts. See you at the top. Oh, I'll be here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, if I blow up, we're still doing this. If I can't get to every single super chat or every single chat, we're doing this. I will be live until I can read every single one of it. Appreciate you. Halftime, Jesus. What? Islam is a big problem for everyone in lightweight. Yes. But not if he's going to go back down. I don't like that. Dustin had to earn his good treatment. That's the point. Yeah. So his fight against Islam wasn't a gift from the UFC for his retirement. He fought Max. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? He fought Max for his retirement fight. He didn't even fight Islam. Also, he got the title fight with Islam because Dustin was ready to fight right after the BSD fight. Nobody else took the fight. In which of Dustin's 3 title fights did he realistically have the biggest chance to win? His 3 title fights. Well, I would say out of the 3, Max. But I think the Islam fight was more competitive than the Max fight was. Nazim Ribovics, who are you picking? Ribovics. Right, pay-per-view. Why Ilya don't accept the fight with Arman? I don't think the contract's even been there yet. Shavkat, Islam. I think Shavkat's his hardest fight, but Islam. That's your opinion. Halftime. As long as it's respectful, I do not agree with you. Joe Rogan blows. Was Conor faking it more in Dustin 2 or Dustin 3? Well, Dustin 2, he was knocked out cold. Dustin 3, he had a cracked bone in his ankle. So, or in his leg or whatever. No. Thoughts on Hamza versus Dreykus? Hamza looked good. Dreykus didn't work as much as I thought he would, and Hamza dominated. Lima, Cop, who wins? Cop. I told you, Cop's the dark horse because he's so explosive, he's so fast, he's so powerful. Yeah. Your DMs and your wife in my DMs. Yikes. Not good. Not good at all. We keep talking about this. Scroll back a little bit. Not good. He should be in a lot of trouble. That's all I'll say at this point. Jose Delgado versus Nathaniel Wood. Ooh, I think Nathaniel Wood wins the decision, but Delgado is really good. I think it's Delgado. Something like that. I think he has a chance. I'd sell out if I give my friend generational wealth. Honestly, it wasn't even the UFC that gave him generational wealth. It was a fucking Spotify deal. Thoughts on Errol Hawani? A little suck up ishy sometimes. Let me see. The fuck is this thing at? Let's see. No. Where the fuck is this at? Do you think when PFL goes under, MMA will struggle since there will be no competition? Absolutely not. The only thing is I can say is stupid shit, gay shit. Yeah. We're not here for anything like that. Where would the UFC be today if not for Conor? Building. I mean, I have all the faith in the world. No, not the Latino. I'm talking about the Brazilian. Jose Delano. Let me see. Jose Delano. Oh, that guy. Okay. Who were you talking about? Oh, him versus Nathaniel Wood. 9 finishes. He's been finished twice out of his 3 losses. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, I think he's fun to watch. He was on the Contender Series. I still think Nathaniel Wood would win. His good movement. Hawani is a zesty sometimes. Yes, he does suck up at times like Joe Rogan does. Because Shavkat been sitting out like a true coward. Well, he tore his fucking knee apart. What are you talking about? He's been hurt. Ducking everyone who's not a title fight. Well, he should get a title fight. More like Shav Duck, okay? Would I let my son fight? Yeah. If he was properly trained and he was obsessed, yes. Shavkat is injured. His wife and children were in a serious accident. I hope they are all okay. Yes. Well, yeah, he's injured because remember he tore his knee or whatever. He came in the Gary fight with a torn knee, and then his knee's been fucked up since. Have I ever been to Ireland? No. Oh, where the... What was I missing? I can't. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. No categories, no permissions, community, ba 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 ba. Oh wait, channel. No. Save. Custom. Holy fuck. Video here. Click. MMA. Do I not have fucking Joey? It's fucking weird. Edwards ducking Prates. He should be. Did you see Rampage, little kid? Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Gosh. What's your stance on nicotine, cigarettes, after seeing Prates? I don't smoke. I never will, but yuck. It doesn't stop him from doing anything. They will probably give Prates Daniel Rodriguez in Rio. I like it. I don't like it. It's Daniel Rodriguez. He deserves much higher of an opponent than that. Gilbert Burns said he wants to fight Rodriguez. That makes more sense. Trying to fucking how to raid. Remember Ricardo Mayoya, the boxer that smoked cigarettes? He fought Mayweather. Oh yes, 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 I do. Yes, I do. Ba, 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 ba. I wanted to redirect. Oh, what the fuck was that? MMA. Only. The fuck is Joey? How the fuck is that not there? God, I'm so confused. Is he not? He's live. What the? Copy. Fuck. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, he doesn't? You look like a Viking? Nah. You have braids. Yeah, make an argument against the most popular fighter that you think is overappreciated and celebrated. I mean, again, I think Corey's the most overrated fighter in that division. What's the most exciting fight he's been in? Losses? Jan and TJ Dillashaw? Very messed up. The chill, making excuses for Rampage kids, stuff like this makes the MMA community look extremely bad to normal people. Agreed. It's awful. Where was Jose Aldo go away celebration? Well, he already go away celebration. I didn't want him to go away. Not Superman related, I guess. Oh, the video of Rampage Kid 100% could be. It's not good for sure, Golden. It's not good. Very bad. Who can Joe Rogan beat in the UFC? Johnny Walker. I don't understand why the Rampage Kid was not pulled off sooner. I don't think they get shocked everybody. Do you tolerate hearing Chael all day? I don't listen to Chael at all. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Joey. Ah, fuck. Where's this at? Direct. Where is this at? Click. Here, let's see if you can hear me. What are your most favorite UFC walkouts? Ooh, I think Pereira's incredible walkout. I like the John Jones one when he did the Ray Lewis celebration. I like Jose Aldo's theme. To me is it brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it. Just to me, it's so special. Um, Can't even hear it. What the fuck? Now it sort of just seems like he talks to hear himself. Yeah, 100%. Turn off Chael, yeah. Chael was good. Now he just rambles. Yep. Do Bronx, hello, what's up? Niners City, Amavov defeats Kai. Yes, I don't think so. Do you know Charles Oliveira? I like him a lot. Dillashaw walkout to Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers was always cool. I agree. That song really matches his energy. Yes, it does. Her. That's not a girl. How are you? I'm doing all right. How are you? I'm tired, but you came in the chat, buddy. You came in the chat. The fuck are you doing here? Not gonna lie, Chael fell off a few years back when he got into the UFC for a job. He was angling for a job for years. It's straight UFC approved talking points now. Correct. Still the best trash, shit talker of all time. Of all time. Oops. Hold on a second. Where are you from? Indiana. Chael's a UFC company man. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. $100% gifted Gav. Chael does have got 2 UFC title shots just talking. Yep. I will say, should have been champion once. Should have been. We see. See if he did it. Yes. Fuck yes. Boom. Live. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. With the chill, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 100%. But guys, it is midnight where I'm at. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why is this not loading? Come on. Please. Go to the fucking... What the fuck? My mother said you are a girl. You should watch UFC and I laughed. We continue watching. Okay. That doesn't even make sense. The fuck? What do you think about UFC do with Ortega? I cut him. If Brian Battle got cut, why the fuck is he not getting cut? Why? Why is he not getting cut? I don't understand. Oh my gosh. Oop. Dude, why is this not... I don't know why this is not loading. Go to 170? Yeah. Yeah. Who do you like the most from the UFC and what weight class? I don't know. My favorite fighter of all time is not Hamza. Jesus Christ. He's fucking following my guru for 3 years now. On Saturday, you hit my feed. Now I'm following you. Your knowledge and insight is impeccable. In time, you'll be in my guru in USA. That would be incredible, Stuart. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. 2 pit bulls versus wolf. Why is this not letting me do that? Chimpanzee versus tiger. Whoo, buddy. Permissions, community, user. Oh, it's not here. I keep fucking forgetting. Boom. Live, yes. Custom. Oh. That's it. Okay, we're good. I'm going to be sending him to jail in Michigan City. Yeah, for sure. But I do appreciate you guys. It's just after midnight. Thank you so much. Been going live for a little bit. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Stay safe. Peace.